Hello traders, on today's video I want to quickly show you the copper handle trading strategy. So one thing about all these patterns is that it's good for you to know them in case you see it anywhere in the chart. You take the opportunity, so you don't use the opportunity or you don't trade wrongly, right? We all know that copper handle strategy is a bullish continuation pattern. So why I say it's good for you to learn this strategy is because if you already know that the copper handle stock pattern is a bullish continuation pattern and you see it, you will quickly know that okay, this trade is going up. Instead of you to take a sell, you will try to take the opportunity to take the buy at that point, right? So it is very, very important for you guys to actually learn the trading patterns. You understand, to use it to so you get ideas. Anywhere you see any pattern in the chart, you take that opportunity quickly, right? So let me just quickly show you how to go about it without wasting much of your time. So now in the cup of and handle, you will see where you will see it in the market in such a form. Let me throw it for you to see. Just as the name implies, cup, right? And a handle. You know, a cup usually looks something like this, right? With a handle, let's say this is our handle. This strategy is one of the simplest strategy I have seen and known. So you see, this is just like a cup with a handle. This is referred to the handle. This side is referred to the handle, and this zone, this is the handle. I hope you can see it where you hold the cup, and this zone here is the cup itself, right? So on charts, this usually form on charts. So it will just tell me that if you see something like this in chart, you will know. As long as you are able to learn the strategy and put in the work, right? So without wasting much of your time, let's go straight to the main points. Now, how do we trade this strategy? The number one rule to trade this strategy is marking it, checking it on higher time frame, please. Either the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily time frame, or the weekly time frame. It works perfectly on that. Don't go and use it on a smaller time frame in order to avoid false breakout. Also, mostly it's recommended for you to use this strategy on higher time frame, like the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, weekly, monthly time frame, right? As the case may imply. If you're a swing trader, you can use this strategy. If you're a day trader, you can use this strategy. Even scalpers can use this strategy. As soon as you see it, you just you know what to do. So now, what is the entry strategy for this particular strategy? Remember, we said this strategy is a bullish continuation strategy. So immediately you see this cup on your chart, you know that okay, this market wants to continue going for a buy position, right? So now, how do you enter this strategy? You enter the trade when the price break above the handle. That is this handle, right? You enter the trade when the price break above this handle, this resistance, this particular one. So you wait for proper confirmation. You wait for a candlestick to close. When the price break, you wait for this candlestick to close before you enter the market. You don't just jump because you see a copper handle. You have to wait for this market to meet to your own trading strategy to this certain criteria before you enter the market. So you look for breakouts in a higher time frame for with higher volume. Maybe if you're using the volume indicator, once you see higher volumes around this zone, then you know that okay, these two things met your criteria for you to take along. So remember, we said this will you need a breakout, which is one. You need a close of the candlestick above this resistance zone. So after the close of the candlestick, for more confirmation, you just need to use the volume. Maybe you can it's not necessary but you can use the volume indicator for to confirm high volume movement around the zone, right? So now where do you take your TP? So remember, we entered here after the close of this candlestick. Your TP now will be set. You measure the distance from this down of the cup. You measure this distance here. You take your candle, your ruler, you measure this distance from here. You take it to the bottom of the breakouts. You take it right straight to the breakouts zone. But me personally, I prefer leaving it around here, this bottom, the first handle of the cup. Some traders take it here, yes, because they want to stay longer in the market. So sometimes if you take it here, the market is not like it will not go to your TP. To go to your TP, but there might be some retracements that will come down, and if you don't have the patience to wait, you might just lose so many opportunities. So you can just as well keep your measurement at the below of this handle here. Once you measure it, we got this percentage 4.76%, right? So now you will not take back the ruler again. Now you are not measuring from this zone to get this 4.7. You measure it up from that zone until you get to 4.7. So you can see currently, you see, so now this is 4.7, right? So this will be your TP. I hope you get this. Should be your TP, but remember, you're entering around this zone. Let me get this for you. Remember, you're entering around this zone, right? So and your TP we said would be 4.7, measuring from here, go up 4.7, right? So this is your TP zone here, right? And our stop loss would be, remember we entered here, so our stop loss will be just below this, slightly below this, in case of maybe fake breakout or so. So you are risking 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. It's okay, just target 1 to 2 reward risk reward, or just do this measurement just like this. You will see that no matter how, this will definitely hit your TP. I want you to try this strategy on either your demo account before you try it on your main account. Now we need to go to the live market. Let's see how it looks like on the chart. Currently this is BTC, and you can see I have marked it here. You can see what happened here on BTC. This is BTC weekly time frame, and you can see that it formed here. You can see how it formed. You can see it formed here, the cup formed. You can see the handle formed. You can see how the handle formed, and you can see the breakouts, right? You can see the breakouts. You can see how it's working, right? This is a weekly time frame, and you can see the candlestick that closed. Let me zoom out for you to see very well. This particular candlestick, you can see it's closed above your handle. Let me mark it for you to see this particular candlestick. You can see it's closed. So immediately this candlestick closed, according to our rule, we enter for a long position, right? We entered for a long position here, right? And our stop loss is slightly below here. Some conservative trader can put their stop loss just below this candlestick that closed. Yeah, some conservative traders can put their stop loss just below this candlestick that closed, while some traders can actually put their stop loss here. So as the case may be, even if you put your stop loss here, once in good profit, you can keep moving your stop loss to break even, so you trade risk free, right? I hope you get. So now let's do the measurements here and see what will happen. We said we're measuring from here, so is our ruler. We're measuring from the down of the cup, right from here, let's say to here. Like I said, I usually prefer to stay around this zone. So you see, we got 50,199. So that's exactly what you measure to be your TP. Remember, and I said this is where we stopped our measurement, right? So we are picking your next measurement from here to set your take profits. So now let's start our measurement from this handle, the lower part of the handle, and we said we got how much? Sorry, I need to go back so that we'll be very sure of our measurements. Sorry. So let's measure from the below, and we are stopping here at the handle, right? So we got around 49, around 49, 118, 49, 118, 49, 118, right? So 49.118. That's what we got, right? So now, why I usually do that is because of this retracement. You can see there's a retracement here. So let's measure that from here, 49.49, right? 49.11. So you can see what I'm seeing. Okay, so you can see we even have 49.2. You can just measure it that way. Make sure it's accurate or a bit further. You get. So you can see what happened now. So that means we are dragging our, and let me mark this one here. So our TP will land us around the zone. So you can, if you look at this chart, you can see what really happened. You can see it hits the TP before this retracement, right? So for those that want to measure it from here, this down to this handle, the top of the handle, which is around 54 point something, it will definitely get to your TP, only that you will experience some retracement. So if you don't want to experience that retracement, you can actually just minimize the TP. I hope you get this. So this is how to trade this strategy. This is a current live market of BTC. You can see this is BTC. This is a live market on BTC happening, man. So you still have a chance to even take this trade, right? You still have the chance to take to catch some pips, but you need to be very careful. Get? So I think we have this also on Euro USD daily time frame. Let's check it out. I marked that also. So you can see this is Euro USD. Let's check the daily time frame. So you can see it actually happened around this zone. You can see the cup and you can see the handle. And if, for example, want to do the measurement, like I said, you measure from this zone to this zone. Usually I said I stop around this handle, the down of the handle, right? So if you measure it and you measure the same thing at the up, you see that it will give you definitely the same result. So you enter your long position, like we said, after the close of the candlestick above this handle, you enter your long position, and with the measurement, you can put your stop loss below this handle. If you're a very conservative trader, you can tighten your stop loss below the close of that candlestick that's breakout. I hope you get this. We have two ways to set our stop loss on this strategy. Either you set it just below this candlestick that breakout, or you can set it below the cup, the beginning of the cup, right? The handle of the cup, sorry. So if once you're in profit, don't forget you can always set break even to trade risk free. I hope you get this, and I hope you understand this simple strategy, and I hope you're going to try it on your demo account, and I hope you're going to focus. Anytime you see it on the chart, you'll be able to identify it easily, as I showed you in this video. Thank you for being with us, and do well to subscribe to this channel, and also subscribe to our Telegram channel where we drop free signals, market insights, and see you in our next video. Bye bye.